Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to EOPcast, 8th episode already. We're 8 episodes in, everybody. Thank you so much, and we have a really great episode for you all today. We have the Peer Mentors, the full team. There we go.
Half the team.
Yeah, I know, that's true. Some of the team is still on their way, but it's so great to have you guys on for the first time. So we have three peer mentors on here, and they're going to go ahead and introduce themselves. And so I'll go ahead and pass it over to you, Kenya.
Hey everybody. My name is Kenya Juarez. I'm a junior at Cal State East Bay. My major is human development, and I'm part of the EOP peer mentoring team.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Daniela. I am a senior at Cal State East Bay. I'll be graduating on May 10th. My major is health science, and I've been a peer mentor.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, sure. Sure we can. Or we keep it all in. No. I think our editing team, we're good. You're doing good. But yeah, so you're saying you're a peer mentor for, this is your first year?
Yeah, this is my first year joining the peer mentor program.
Nice. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My name is Leslie. I'm also a senior at Cal State East Bay, majoring in health science. I've been a part of the EOP peer mentor team for 2 years. I actually started last year when we were doing the developing of the program. So this is my second year actually meeting with students and getting to know them. Now I'll hand it off to Santi.
All right, hello everybody. My name is Santiago. I kind of came in late, you know.
Yeah, we know you. You don't have to introduce yourself. I'm just kidding.
So yeah, I'm also one of the peer mentors.
Yeah, thanks, Santi. Yeah, I know we were kind of we just wanted to get it kicked off. We didn't know when you were gonna show up, so we were just like, let's just get it going. But yeah, we've got some good stuff for you guys today, and so yeah, let's get right into it. So one thing I think we want to talk about, our main theme is talking about what it's like to live on campus versus what it's like to be a commuter student. So some of you guys live on campus, I think 2 of you, right?
2 and 2, yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. So yeah, what's it like to live on campus?
That's for us.
Yeah.
So we've actually lived on campus since we started college. Besides the first year, it was COVID, so we were back home. Mm-hmm. But we've lived together ever since we started. And I feel like it's been cool living together. We've got to know each other more. We're from the same hometown.
Yeah, so we're both from Placerville. We didn't mention that, from what city.
Oh, cool.
We went to the same high school. We actually didn't know that we were going to college together until we kind of one day we were like, oh, where are you going? Yeah. We both said Cal State East Bay, and then from there we just started signing up for the dorms and trying to see if we can get together. And we've been lucky the past 3 years being roommates, and it's been fun. It's been a nice experience, and I'm glad I was able to do this experience with her.
Yeah, and then in our dorm we also have a kitchen, so we'll cook together. We'll eat meals together. We'll do everything together. So it's been nice living on campus. It's a cool experience to get since we're out here in college. So it's been cool.
Nice. Okay, so I guess you don't live on campus.
No. I'm from Union City. I don't think I mentioned that, but it's commuter school. I'm a commuter. I feel like the main difference between a commuter and a on-campus person, it's just I feel like workload is a lot more stressful because if you're on campus, you get to focus on your school stuff, and when you're a commuter, you still have your family here. You still have your hometown friends, and I feel like that impacts a lot on your schoolwork and siblings, parents, and it's just a lot of opinions at once. And also you don't get to spend as much time on campus because it's you come and you go because you have stuff to do because you have work, whatever, right? But I feel like that's my main difference between commuter and on campus. My first few I'm a third year. My first 2 years, my first year and a half, I was not involved on campus at all, and I feel like getting involved with people on campus and getting to know the people on campus definitely made my experience a lot better. So for any commuter, I recommend going to events, meeting new people, putting yourself out there, not just going to class, going, leaving, and then just back and forth, because that's not the college experience. That's not the, I mean, I guess it is a college experience, but you can make it a lot better. Yeah. I'm
All
going
right,
to to
Santi.
Santi.
So yeah, I'm also like a commuter student. Well, for me, I was I was born and raised in Hayward, but at the end of my high school, when I graduated, I moved to Alameda. So for the past 3 years, I've been commuting like 30 minutes, like an hour basically in total, like a round trip. But luckily, like I just moved back, so I'll be closer to the campus now. And I think Kenya like highlighted like one of the biggest differences and just challenges with like being a commuter student is like, right, since we're commuting back and forth from school, like we also have to worry about our personal lives, right? We have to go back to our families or significant other, whoever it is that's waiting for us at home. And aside from that, we're carrying the responsibilities of like our house even to school sometimes, right? Because like you said, like we're not far away from home. And I would also say just trying to get involved on campus is a little more difficult because, right, you just want to go to class and you're like, all right, like I don't really have to stay here like all day. So, I'm going to just go home, do my thing. So that's also like a really big challenge. And I feel like, recently I've just been trying to like kind of change my mindset around, I've been staying a little bit more on campus, try to get involved in events, and that's been it's been an amazing experience, and kind of like what Kenya said, like if I would advise anybody who, you have the opportunity one day to just stay extra, like try to see if there's any events, you can meet amazing new people, and you never know who could change your life.
Yeah. I think adding on to like what Santi was saying about like being a commuter, I feel like if you establish like those friendships on campus, like they'll help you do better in class. They'll help you stay more focused and just like making connections, networking, which is like it's a very important part for college and college students to network and like meet new people, so that in the future you can get recommendation letters, internships, people that can help you with those internships, people that can find jobs in the future.
I would say being on campus, it does give you the opportunity to go to like many other events, because like housing will host their own events for like people living in the dorms. You're also like a lot closer to campus, like we could just walk across and like go to an event that's happening like in the evening or like at any time of the day. So I would say there's a lot of opportunities to do while living on campus, and if you're like a commuter, like just be involved and meet people that are part of programs that you can like go to events to, and then just meet other people.
What do you guys think the biggest challenge is living on campus? Because you guys are from Placerville, so that's kind of far.
I feel like it was very hard to adapt moving into the Bay, because I don't have family in the Bay Area, and Placerville is about like 2 hours and a half from here. So for me, and I'm a huge like family-oriented person, so it was kind of hard to adjust. But I feel like throughout the years, I was able to to feel more comfortable, and but yeah.
Wait, what was the question?
But like a challenge that you think
Or like what's the most challenging
living
thing
in the
about
dorm.
living on
Okay.
Since the beginning.
I would say, moving away from home was hard because I lived with my mom. Like, she's a single parent, and I lived with her and my siblings. So I was very close to my mom, and I was very scared to leave home and move to like the Bay Area, which is a much bigger city than where we're from. So that was scary, and I think it took kind of like a toll on my mental health at first, because I really just like was homesick. I missed my mom. I didn't want to be out here. It was hard for me. And then another challenging part, I would say, was like sometimes like the people that were your roommates, they wouldn't want to talk to you or like engage with you. So I would say that was hard. The good thing was I had Dani, so like we would talk to each other, but like our other roommates, sometimes like it was like we weren't even living together because we wouldn't engage with them. sometimes there was conflict on like who's gonna clean or who takes this out. So that could be a challenge to like living with other people that you may not know how they live or like what they do on a daily basis. So that's a challenge.
Yeah, so I know I'm in a whole other room right now. So we have extra people coming on. So I don't want to keep waiting too much longer before I introduce our other peer mentor, who is like a third, fourth time to the channel, Jerika. How are you, Jerika?
Hello, how are you guys doing?
Pretty good, pretty
Good.
good. Full house. It's full house today. It's 6 people today. I love it. So the thing I wanted to ask, though, I just wanted to go back to what you guys were talking about, the fact that you didn't know that the other person was going to be here at East Bay and you went to high school together. Did you get to kind of select sort of the whole roommate situation? How does that work? I honestly don't know.
Yeah, so there's a roommate agreement that gets posted on the housing portal. I forget when it opens, but they announce it like when it's open and the deadline. And I remember we were back home because it was whole during COVID. I would text Leslie, and if her appointment was sooner, then she would select a room, or if my appointment was sooner, I would select a room, and we would just have to look for each other. But yeah, so all these 3 years we've been lucky to be dorming together.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's
there's
cool.
also like recently, I think it was last year, they made like a thing where you could choose your roommate, so you could request who you want as a roommate. And then if you're lucky, most of the time they do give you the person that you want to room with.
Right.
So that's like another process that they do. Like you're allowing to select who you want to room with.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool. So Jerika, because I know you kind of came on recently, so we were basically just talking about what it's like to be. Oh, okay. Yeah, Jerika couldn't hear me. I know we're passing around the headsets.
Yeah, because I couldn't hear.
I know, that's my fault. I'm like asking Jerika questions, like she can't hear you, dude. So basically, we're just talking about being a commuter student versus living on campus. So I think you are a commuter.
Yeah, starting last school year, I was. Freshman year, I lived on campus because I was
Right.
from LA, so I lived on campus. It wasn't bad. My 2 actual roommates I had, because I had one in fall and another one in spring, because the fall one moved out and then spring moved in. I became really close friends with them. The other girls, like what Leslie was saying, it's just kind of hard with the cleaning process and stuff. So like I'm a clean freak, so that's the only thing that's difficult. And then when COVID ended, I came back on campus, and then after that I moved off and got my own place with my other friends. Commuting is not that hard. I kind of thought it was kind of best for me to do it my junior year, because like less classes, so I'll only be on campus 2 days out of the week, so it wasn't hard at all. But if you're like a full-time student with Monday through Thursday classes, I would say it's just best to live on campus.
Yeah.
Unless you live like really, really far, then yeah, don't commute. But if you live like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it's not that bad to commute, because I commute 30 minutes every day.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, what is that? Santiago's like, no, I can't hear you.
I go suggest that to you.
All right, I won't ask you any questions, Santi. All right. Oh, now I
As
can.
he puts on the
Now
headphones.
as he puts on the headphones. So yeah, so what else did you guys kind of wanted to touch on that stuff? I mean, I think someone had said that it's good to, it might have been you, Kenya, where it was like, it's good to get involved, because if not, you just have that feeling of literally just going to campus and off campus. And when I was going to San Francisco State, and then graduate school in CSU, it's the same that was my experience. I was like on campus, then I leave, on and leave. So I didn't really get involved in the culture that much. And I kind of think it would have been nice to. It just would have been, because I can see how strong those kind of like and embedded you are into the culture, especially from some of our alumni, that actually lived on campus or were part of fraternities or part of clubs, and they still keep in touch, and they made friendships with those people from back then. So yeah, I don't know if you guys wanted to touch on that, and like, how many of you are involved in different clubs, organizations, or things of that nature? Or if you're not, other than EOP, obviously, what do you think about that?
Well, for me and Santi both did like a job on during the summer, which we got because, well, for me, I got because I got a lot more, I got more involved within school, and like I started talking to my counselors, I started talking to like the director of EOP, which thankfully because of him, like he gave me the opportunity to start off with that job. And then I also got the peer mentoring job because I decided to be a little more open-minded about asking for help, and like being able to express like my concerns as being a commuter student, because like I said, being a commuter student, like in and out, and you don't really, even though you have emails, people telling you like, oh, there's resources, like it comes in one ear out the other, because it's like, oh, well, I have to go do this for my family, or I have to do this. So it's definitely like picking your priorities, and like knowing that if you get more involved on campus, like it'll help you like academically, because my first year was really bad. So I feel like getting more involved within campus, it helped me like get my grades up, it helped me like meet everybody in the team, and it helped me like connect with old like higher upperclassmen that will like help me when I'm a senior. Like if you guys have the same major, they can help you as well. That's kind of my perspective.
Yeah.
What was the question?
That's gonna be us 24/7. What was the question?
Why am I not surprised that Santi's the one that said that?
I feel like I had a good point, but like I kind of blanked out. So. I feel like something I kind of just want to say was like, I was just thinking about like how far, like, you know, I'm in my third year, and you know, like if I were to look back like when I was in high school, you know, I remember like one of my teachers would always tell me like that I was a good speaker, but that I had to put my mouth, like I had to like actually do something good, like not just be a class clown. You know, I'd always like speak, but like just out of place, or you know, like be the class clown. And my teacher was like, you know, if you actually like go in the right direction, like I feel like you could become somebody big in this world. And I feel like but like since I got to college, like, you know, I actually like, you know, use my voice to like, you know, meet new people who've helped me, like, right, I've gotten people like to write me letters of recommendation for like internships. I got suggested like for the summer rice program, like Kenya did. And just I feel like just putting myself out there, right, and just learning to be like uncomfortable, right. Obviously, like they always say, like if you feel uncomfortable doing something, right, you're probably like doing something that you're not used to, right, and you're growing as a person. So I just feel like I was just kind of thinking and looking back on that, just kind of like how far I've come. And yeah.
Right on. And anybody else, like the kind of final thoughts on this topic?
I feel like taking the opportunity to make opportunities with being involved and like meeting new people, because opportunities are gonna come to you, but like you have to like act on it to receive opportunities.
Right.
You can't just wait and sit around and like say like, oh well, I'm going to school so they'll come. But it's like you have to get involved and meet people for those opportunities to like come to you. And like Santi said, like if an opportunity comes and you're not sure about it, or like it's making you uncomfortable thinking about it, it's like it's probably because you should do it, because being uncomfortable means you're growing as a person, and like you're getting out of your comfort zone, which that's all what college is about, getting out of your comfort zone and like learning new things, meeting new people. And yeah.
So I know what Kenya said. Yeah, for me, I always been like out there type of person since high school. I was in every club, like BSU, Unity, ASB, like I was in all that, like Link Crew. So at my freshman orientation, I saw they were tabling, and the way I got my job on like for C's department, I went up to Veronica and I was like, I want to work here. And so she's like, what's your email?
I love that.
And she gave me email stuff. And at that time, like, I never had the right documentation to work there. But, like, she seen I was passionate. I wanted to work there. And she's like, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure out how you can get paid and stuff. Because at that time, I was undocumented my freshman year. So we figured it out. And I've been with C's since, like, freshman year. Jumped in from different department. Excel, Renaissance, Syncopa, now the EOP. But like I said, if you want to, like what Kenny said, if you want an opportunity, you got to go for it. If you want something, go for it. Don't sit around and wait for it. Like, you know, and also what Santiago said, speak up, like have an open mind and speak up, like say I want it and go for it. And so that's what I did. But I also want to bounce back what Kenya said also as well, like picking like family over school with commuter stuff and stuff like that. I kind of get that because now that I'm a commuter, to me personally, I feel like I got a little more lazier than when you're on campus. Like, you're more focused on your school and stuff. But, like, when you're a commuter, like, you're at home, so you're comfortable. Like, you're in your space. So it's just hard to, like, focus on schoolwork and stuff. And, yeah. But for me right now, I'm getting homesick because I think it's time for me to go. So I'm ready to, like, go back home to LA. So, like, literally every month out of this, like, since last year, I've been going home every weekend, which is bad. But, that's another thing too about being somewhere like what Leslie and Danielle was saying, is like being somewhere that you're not used to. You start to get homesick, but mine wasn't hitting me at the beginning, but now it's hitting me at the end. So I think it's like hitting that mark, like, oh, it's time for you to go.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, no, I definitely, I love how bold you were to just be like, I'm going to work here. Because when I was undocumented, I would never have done that.
Oh, I did it. I said,
I'm working here.
I said, I don't got the right papers, but I want to work here. And she was like, we figure it out. I said, okay. And we did.
Oh, that's so cool. Very cool. And I mean, I wish I was that bold because it probably would have paid off because it would have, someone would have said, oh, no, we can figure something out, just like Veronica said to you. So that's awesome.
Yeah, we just did do a scholarship and it actually worked. So
that's
it paid
so
out, helping pay for school and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
good. I want to just circle back before we really do move on because I thought you said something that was really, really pertinent, really, really important, Leslie, when you were talking about being homesick. I actually did like a whole either full lecture or half lecture out in my GS class about that. And so I guess my question is just what advice would you have for, incoming students that are moving from maybe a small town and coming in? Just anything that you can say like real quick that kind of helped you that you think might help them.
A piece of advice I would give is maybe just be open-minded to like wherever it is that you're moving. Because like me coming from a small town, it's like very closed off. There's not many opportunities that you could take out there. So like coming to a bigger city, like there's way more opportunities, way more stuff that I could do out here. So I would just say like be open-minded about where it is that you're moving and be intentional with the people that you meet and the things that you want to do. Just so that you can grow yourself as a person and like get out of that feeling of feeling homesick. Because now that I've been out here 3 years, I kind of want to stay out here because I've learned to like it. So yeah, I just be intentional and be open-minded.
Right on. Someone else can pitch in. Yeah, Danny, if you want to pitch in too. No, that's cool. Yeah. I
would also say being open-minded. Definitely get involved. How you guys were talking about will make a big difference. It is like a different feeling leaving a small town, leaving home, moving to like a bigger city where it's like so many things that you're like, oh my God, I'm by myself. Like, what do I do now? But yeah, I feel like having connections and like being involved will definitely help you grow as a person and be like more independent.
Awesome. Yeah. Anyone else? Well, you didn't actually. Yeah, you said you're from Union City, so yeah, you didn't move in from a small town.
No, I didn't. I've been living here for so long.
You've been out here. Yeah. Right on. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing. I know it's really important to our listeners and to all the students that are going to try to find us. If you're trying to find us, I mean, Instagram is probably the quickest way too, because it's at CSUEBEOP. So we have our reels are posted on there, so you have like many snippets of our episodes. And you can also find us just by searching on csueastbay.edu and then just search for EOP, and it's under EOP Podcast tab. So it's the easiest way to find us. But before we really, really wrap up, anything, final things going on? There's so much went on this month. I do kind of just want to do a quick recap for Black History Month. I started talking about all the events. I went solo that day, and I wish I had someone to come and talk a little bit, but things were moving so quickly. I did get to go to the kickoff brunch, and that was a lot of fun. So I just wanted to see did you guys get to attend any events and how you felt and anything you want to speak on regarding Black History Month?
I did go to the kickoff brunch
Yep.
for a little bit. I feel like events, it's always good to support and like all events, because like we said, it's beneficial for the people running the event and for the people showing up for the event. So I just feel like yeah.
Yeah, I love that our campus can be able to do that, like do events during Black History Month, and the people who put it on and put effort and hard work into it. It's thank you for that. Especially the kickoff brunch was pretty good. I like that the idea of wearing brown and stuff, and the other events they had going out throughout the history of Black History Month, and it's just a lot of work they put into it. So I would honestly say, like, making it diverse and stuff, I like how they did that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely. It's very powerful. I mean, we
Yeah.
had some speakers coming. I know Miss Monica Brooks spoke, and there's just and many others. But yeah, really, really good to continue to do that, because there's so much stuff coming up. We have Women's History in March. I don't know. Again, I don't know. For some reason, not all my students and not people that I talk to are aware that March is Women's History Month. So very, very important. I mean, we've typically had frames of all the important women in history up on our walls, on our floor. So I think we're going to continue to do that. And then we'll find other creative ways to honor all the amazing women in the history. And so, yeah, does anyone want to talk about events? Any specific? I know we have EOP events coming up, so I'll let you guys speak on whoever wants to jump in.
The EOP Mixer.
Hey.
Okay, so there will be an EOP Mixer happening March 12th during your hour, 12 to 2. It'll be located at the core room 178 and 179. There will be food provided, activities, games, so don't miss out on this fun event.
Awesome. Anything else? Any events? Anything else that's coming up in March? You guys can
Not
think
like
of?
for sure
Yeah.
events, but we're planning like another EOP peer mentor event
sweet.
for around March too. So we'll send out emails, the flyers when we're closer to figuring out what we actually want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, check your emails. Keep checking your emails.
Yes, please check the emails.
Please. We try not to blast you guys, but we also want you to be aware of these awesome events. You know, usually we have free food.
Come for the free food.
Yeah, free food, the camaraderie.
You're paying for it.
You get to meet our peer mentors who you're listening to right now, so it's always fun.
Listen, they may not try to blast your email, but I am going to do it.
Jarika will.
Jarika. Smith will be doing it.
Nice. Awesome. All right, well, anybody else wanted to say anything? Final thoughts today? How was it?
It was cool.
Good.
Kind of nerve-wracking.
Oh, no.
when does the episode get like edited and everything?
Good question.
So we can do, because let's do the thing where we were talking about how we should ask them what they want to hear from
Yes.
from the mentor.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that's one of the things on our agenda too. Is just to make sure we ask you. We want to make sure we ask you, the students, the listeners, what you want to hear about, what topics you want to hear about. So to answer your question, they get kind of edited up and put on. Usually takes about a week, not even a
Okay.
full week.
So
So
if-
by next week.
Okay, so if we have a link, a QR code.
Yep.
Okay, we should do that.
Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah. Put
send it
the
to you?
QR. You could put it up. You can send it to me. You can send it to the social media team.
Okay,
and
so that they can put it.
we're just
on
doing
the-
housekeeping stuff now
Okay.
on the air, but you know. Yes, you can send it to me. You can send it to them. But yeah, it'll be up on our IG page for sure.
Perfect.
Thank you
And
guys.
follow our Instagram. EOP.
Thank you.
Thank
Peer
you.
mentors.
Thank you
Bye.
for having
Bye.
us. Will. Bye.
Until next time. All right,
Hope
we'll
you guys
see you next
enjoyed
time.
this conversation.
Bye, everyone.
Peace out.